As soon as I opened YouTube this morning, besides uploading my other video about getting all my Power Ranger stuff, first list on the homepage was more stuff about Blue State. This time, Chicago was on the front page because they're ran by idiots. No, well, I swear it keeps going back and forth between Mundummy and what is it? What is a good thing to call Mr. Johnson? I guess below average 10% below average IQ Johnson. I mean, yeah. So yeah, it likes to alternate. If it isn't Mudami being called an idiot, which he is, YouTube likes to have videos calling Johnson an idiot. And you know what? Else was on the topic. More single mother eviction videos by those like two creators that like to do that topic. And there was a girl, I don't understand it. I understand that 90% of the stuff the single mothers are getting evicted over is A, not paying their rent, and B, letting their kids destroy the house. I mean, how hard is it to not let little Tommy get the Crayolas and draw all over the wall? Like I said, I'm not a parent. I don't have experience being a parent, okay? But all I know is single parents, from what I can tell, raise monsters. Because the teenagers of single parents are always getting, in trouble with the police. I don't know. Like I said, I have no concept of how to control a child, okay? I have no concept of it. I've never spent any time with any of the kids in my family. I barely even know them. Like I said, I've been giving them $5 for years for Christmas, and they're all young adults now because I don't know anything about them. So, like, it's weird when my mom was alive and she kept up with them when they were younger. She kind of knew what gifts to get for them. And me, I just give them all $5 because I don't know what else to do. Because I don't know any of their personalities. I know that both of my nephews that are or all three of my nephews that are into games have more expensive hardware than I could ever afford. They all have, PlayStation, Series X, advanced gaming computers, Nintendo Switches, and all kinds of other crap that I can't afford to have. But do I know what they play on it? No. I don't. I don't know what their game interests are. Or what game they like I said, I remember seeing one copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 one Christmas at my brother's house, and asked my nephew, "Do you ever play that?" I said, "I have that game." He's like, "Oh no, I don't play that anymore. I just played it that one time." And then when he fired up his console, he had like a paused install of a special edition of Skyrim or something. And then I don't know, just yeah. And that was a few years ago. That was I've never really seen any of that. Their gaming library was, there was a bunch of other stuff on there too I didn't recognize. A bunch of other games I never knew were on Xbox Live. So, like I said, I don't know anything about kids. I don't. I have one niece, 4 nephews. Technically I have 5 nephews because my sister just had a kid. I don't know anything about him at all. I know he exists, and that's it. I don't even know the guy's name. All I know is my dad told me he put him on the riding lawnmower, his grandson on the riding lawnmower, and the kid panicked. Because Grandpa put him on a riding lawnmower in his lap, and the little boy didn't want to be there. It's weird. I don't even know my sister. That's like the youngest nephew I have, or youngest. I can't even remember his name because they gave him such a name I just can't remember. It's something. It's not nothing weird. It's just Oh, that's what it is. It's the same name as the guy from Gears of War. Not Marcus, his last name. That's what they named him. They named him Phoenix. It just, like I said, I had to think about it. Like, oh, they named him something to do with the video. Like, oh, that's what they named him. Yeah, so my sister's kid's name's Phoenix. And I don't know anything about him. I mean, he's like a toddler or whatever, but I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about the 20-year-old that's about to get married either. So, see, I have no experience with children. I've never been asked to babysit, which I wouldn't do that anyway. They wouldn't let me. I've never been given any quality time with the kids. I did have one of my nephews gamer tag for a while, and, well, we did play like a few levels of Halo 5, and that was, then he just, like, did like everybody else on Xbox Live and, quit talking to me. And he's family. He's middle school or young high school age. What is he like? He's somewhere around there. I think he's like later middle school or early high school this year. I don't know. See, that's how much I know people hate me. My own family don't even want to play Xbox Live with me. See, that proves people hate me. My own relatives don't even want to interact with me. And like I said, he didn't have that many online games. I mean, at the time, because I think he had Halo 5, some kind of Doom game that he had, and I think he had Fortnite or something, or Minecraft, I don't know. He didn't have that many games. He played like one mission of Halo 5 with me, and then he never communicated with me again. I mean, granted, his mom doesn't like me anyway, but... See what I mean? Why I feel like people hate me? My own family don't even want nothing to do with me. I guess I didn't tell you guys that. A nephew I only see once a year at Christmas. Played one match of Halo 5 with me and never talked to me again on Xbox Live. And then I had a problem with my profile or something. I don't know, somehow my friends list got deleted. And then I tried to get him back. But he never, like I said, even before that happened, he still never talked to me after that one match. I guess because he saw like everybody else how much I suck at first-person shooters and didn't want to play with somebody that sucked. See what I mean by my own family doesn't want nothing to do with me? Like the friend that takes me to the store, Sean, he takes me to the store. He's probably gonna help me with that waiting list form I got. And probably find a way to ship those there's not bonus, but there's extra copies of Power Rangers Turbo to my cousin. But like I don't, see, I have no connection within my own family. Not even the adolescents that have an Xbox want nothing to do with me. That's pretty bad when you're an uncle, you're into games, you're into comic books, and your own relatives shun you. Like the friggin' kids shun you because they know you're lesser than them. Because their daddy can buy them a really expensive gaming computer to the point where it needs a special monitor. And every Christmas when you see it, ask that same nephew about that computer. Oh, I can't play on it. He always tells me that. It's always an excuse. He always had that same thing as he can't play on his computer. I don't understand why he's got that same story every time. It seems kind of weird. I don't know what he does on it. I don't know, being a teenage guy or a pre-teenage guy, I can think of what most teenage guys would do with access to the internet. What most of them do. I mean, instead of digging through their dad's collection of old Playboys, they just click one button and, there's girls with clothes off. Well, I'm being honest, guys do it. I mean, they do. And if you're a teenage guy and you say you don't, you're full of shit. You're lying. There are two things all guys do. And I'm pretty sure there's some girls that go looking when they're curious on the internet too. Consider, printed books aren't really a thing anymore. Especially those kind of books. But I just think about one thing. There's two things that guys do that when they hit adolescence, or like they all play war, they all play cops and robbers, or some kind of war game as kids with sticks or with swords or Nerf guns or whatever. Something all guys do at a young age. And then something all guys do is when they start getting curious about women, is go try to find pictures of them with their clothes off. Whether it's through a Playboy magazine, their dad's VHS collection, or the click of a mouse on the internet. And the reason I'm just bringing this up, because there's a lot of these women, they're like, oh, my son doing this, he's wrong. I'm like, no, that's just standard male behavior. All guys act like that, no matter what color they are. They all play pretend war. And when they get curious about the opposite sex, even if these guys could have a mother in the house and a sister, they're still going to click that video to see that naked girl. I mean, they are. I mean, why am I bringing that? Where am I going with this? I don't know. Again, like I said, I guess because that woman was complaining about the things her son was doing, which are things all men do, all boys do, this because she's a woman doesn't understand. And I saw this video not even recently. This was like a week ago. I saw this video where this woman's complaining about her son's habits, like the porn and the you really can't say the word, but that just the stuff is typical guy behavior. Every guy does these things, no matter what you hit 13 or so. You hit a certain age, you do those things. You play war with toy guns, or you play war online with Call of Duty or Fortnite. And when you get curious about girls, you go try to find pictures of them with their clothes off. That's just the way all men are. I mean, Jeff Foxworthy, even though he said it as a joke, but it's true. All men want a cold drink and they want to see a naked woman. He's telling the truth. I mean, to be honest. I mean, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that. I don't know why I'm being a joke about this. I don't know. Just thinking of the whole difference between genders. Like the video with the guy with the equality with the two trash people picking up trash or picking up storm debris or whatever it was, picking up all the tree limbs and crap, and the little lady couldn't do it. And he's like, yeah, I gotta pick all this shit up because she can't do it. This is why equality sucks. I don't know, I'm just making a goofy video. Hopefully having two waiting lists, one of them will open and I'll get the hell away from this property manager that hates me for being schizophrenic. I hope having two property lists is an option, that one of them gets me the hell away from this idiot. And away from this third floor. My legs are killing me. And I'm trying not to think negative. I'm trying to make a video about something I find weird. This is why single mothers are bad, because they don't understand male psychology. I'm sorry, lady, your son's going to want to see girls naked, and he's going to want to play war. That's just what guys want to do. And he's going to want to always do those things for the rest of his male life if he's, heterosexual. That's the one thing, how men are very open about admitting those are the things that drive male psychology. Violence and lust. But they always want to make it like the only thing that drives female psychology is being nurturing. Like taking care of a sick dog you found on the side of the road. Or an old fart with dementia. I just, I swear, it's like that's the only trait females have is to be nurturing. And the only trait males have are lust or violence. But then again, I just have one thing to say about that. Those women get pregnant because they want to be lustful sluts. I mean, it does take two people to make another human. It takes two to tango. It takes two to do it. Should by law take two to raise it. I don't know. It's weird. I was bringing up what I saw on the first feed of the video of the internet, complaining about another blue states leadership. YouTube, quit obsessing over blue states. I wish somebody would just blow these guys' brains out. Because, actually, that's not nice to say that. I think somebody has actually already blown out their voters' brains because they're stupid enough to vote for this stuff. Yeah, probably every one of the people that vote for Mondami, that vote for Johnson, that vote for Newsom, that vote blue, they probably already had a lobotomy anyway. I mean, you'd have to have a lobotomy to be this stupid. That's probably what it is. Yeah, these people probably have lobotomies that vote for this. They probably already have like a hole drilled in their head. Hey, probably that's why they're always wearing those bonnets and do-rags. There's a hole drilled in their head. Maybe that's what to cover that up is. Cover the scar up for having a hole drilled in their head where the stupid was inserted. Because it's kind of funny. Every time I've seen things about Democratic voters are always wearing some kind of headwear, maybe it's to cover up the hole drilled in their head where their brains were stuck out. I mean, think about it. Most of the time when you see a leftist, they always got something on their head. Maybe they're covering up the scar from where their brains were sucked, where the hole was drilled in their head and their brains were sucked out. See, I'm being goofy for I don't know what reason. Go to talking about male psychology, to female psychology, to those every time I see a blue state guy, they always got something on their head. And then I'm coming up with, oh yeah, it's to cover up the hole drilled in their head when their brains were sucked out. Hey, that would be an interesting thing to find out if they really did that. That's how blue state got voters, is they like drilled a hole in their head and implanted stupid, or removed stupid, or like went in there and get them lobotomies to make them dumb enough to vote for anything. To be dumb enough to say, oh yeah, everything's free, everything can be free, nothing costs money, nothing makes a profit. Yeah, I mean, that would be something we found out those people literally had some kind of brain surgery to make them that stupid, like if they went in and cut out their frontal lobe or something. I mean, they act like they don't have a frontal lobe. So they probably do have some kind of levels of brain damage. I mean, like you said, it's probably more brain damage from all the fentanyl these idiots use and other drugs. Like I say I can't be happy. And here I am making fun of people. Because of how stupid they are. They should, instead of calling him 10% approval rating or below average, no, call him what he is, below 10% IQ rating, Mayor Johnson. Below 10% IQ. His IQ is below 10%. And his voter base is probably more like 5% IQ. And instead of calling him Mondami, call him a dummy. Because the guy's a dummy. You might vote for him, you're also a dummy. And if you're from New York, stay out of South Carolina, Florida, and Texas. Stay up there where you belong with the rest of the idiots.